I want my tomorrow to be better than my today. I want the way that I relate with God, the way that I communicate, interact with Him, to be on another level. I want this to be your prayer as well. That even if some way, somehow you strayed, you've trespassed, you've gone contrary to God's words, there's still a higher ground for you to go to. Be encouraged to do
another day through. Someone slipped and fell. Tell me, was that someone you? You may have longed for added strength, your courage to renew. Do not be disheartened, for I have news for you. It is no secret.
We give God praise and thanks again. We come back here another time with Texman Warren on Gemfm. Today's program, it's going to be about gateway financials, and we're going to go straight into that program. The reason why we're going to go straight, I'm not a financial advisor, and that's not my strong point. So that's why I will just introduce who I am and then bring Timothy on, and he's going to tell you, and I would learn from him. So probably in the future, probably if I have 50 more years to live, then I may be able to talk that kind of talk. But right now, that's not my strong point. So I'll turn right over to Timothy. Timothy, take it away.
Thank you so much, Tex. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, I can.
Okay, beautiful. So I appreciate that opportunity again. It's always very exciting to be on this show, especially because we know that there is somebody out there that needs this important information that we are sharing with you. So we give God the glory again once more for giving us this privilege to be on this show this afternoon. My partner Olu is on another assignment, so he may be joining us momentarily, but I will be taking today's informational session. So again, thank you so much. We will be eternally grateful to GMFM for giving us this opportunity, or giving us this sharing privilege to talk to you about one of the most important topics that is very important to our lives and that of our families, right? And just to sound it out to those people who might be joining this show maybe for the first time, second time, or even if you are new here, this program will be fully packed with a lot of great information and resources when it comes to financing or your financial foundation and building strong financial future, and in fact building wealth for your family. And it will be, we are currently working on a lot of things, a lot of programs, and that we will be sharing with you, right? And I know that God will help us to be able to come together and share this information for the for the usefulness of and for the glorification of His name. So again, my name is Timothy, and we have a contact which is shared at any point in time, myself and my partner Olu, which you can reach out to us anytime. Just a little bit more about ourselves. Just like you, we are every other person, every Canadian that wake up in the morning. And what we do and every day is we are passionate about educating families and sharing the vision with families so that they can have a greater financial future, right? And why do we think that is very important is because that is the plan of God for us, right? So that is also the sole vision of our company, right? We want you to make a difference in your generation, right? And you can do that by taking very, very simple steps, which you will help you tremendously. And these very few steps and small steps start with having very strong financial foundation, right? So, and education. So, I would like to reiterate again that the reason it is important for us to pay so much attention to this information is because there is no one that can be the best financial advisor for you. It has to be you. You have to at least understand some very, very basic and important of how money works. For example, some people are still in Canada today and they have credit cards. Credit cards are good. They are very great. They allow us to build our credit, but they need to understand how to use it and the best way to leverage it, right? So, and all these things start from very simple information, understanding why you should use it in that manner, right? So we can do it. Let's take absolute control of the financial future of our family. And I know that God will help us, God will bless all of us, and God will continue to strengthen us. So, going into what I have for us today. So, as you know, a lot of us that are customary that have been listening on this educational session, each time we share with you what and how important for you to save for the future of your family, we also always carry it with one thing, right? And that is, we also share with you how it could be even much easier for you, right, to do that. And what do we mean by that? Okay, typical Canadians, that today, are operating, they are working under limited budget. What does that mean? What it means is that, number one, when we earn money today, before we even think about it, we will pay taxes, right? Before we pay ourselves, right? Then, if we don't save, right, which is our first sermon, right, on this show, if we don't save, then we start paying every other person else, okay? Do you all agree with me? How do you pay every other person else? You want to pay your internet bill, you want to pay your water bill, you pay all those things, they are necessary, but you have to pay those people, right? Then, after you do that, there are tons of them. I just mentioned those ones as example. Ultimately, most typical Canadians, based on statistics which we have been sharing, will hardly have anything to keep for themselves, right? Or even say some families statistically are even run into debt. That means that there must be a credit card balance on their financial statement at the end of this month in order to keep up with the bills. Okay. And of course, we're gonna eat food, we're gonna eat some necessary things, right? We're gonna need to spend on necessity, home bill and all those things, mortgage, rent. But what we are saying is that, what are you keeping for yourself? Okay. A lot of us knows that we can't drive in Canada, right, without having an auto insurance, right? But do you know that you yourself need some type of, because you are protecting that car? What type of protection are you having for yourself? If it is by saving for yourself, then that is a worthy, protection to start with. So, as I said, We normally talk about the opportunity that you have when you want to share the good news, when you want to share the information about finances with people. We have program that trains you to do that as well. And we always encourage people to do it because it is a beginning of having a foundation of what can may change the life of your family all entirely, right? The financial knowledge that we have today, we apply it day in, day out into our lives, right? And it has really been a wonderful journey, right? So today, what I have for you is that last week we emphasized about saving for our kids, and it was an irrevocable vote. Everybody voted. I'm sure that yes, there is no any other ways to do that, and we will continue to tell us more and more about how we can do that. But this week, I want to complete that aspect of the opportunity that we have in order to increase our income, to increase our savings. So if you are here today, you can save $100 per month or $100 or $200 per month. What can you do in order to save even $500 per month or $1,000 a month? Is it difficult to do? No. Okay. Because statistics have shown it that an average millionaire or billionaire that you know today, right, actually has a minimum of 7 streams of income, right? So I know that a lot of us know Elon Musk and a lot of people, a lot of Amazon and a lot of rich people. You know them with a particular business, which they are doing successfully. But bet you that is just one out of maybe 7 other means in which they are making money. They may be investing hugely in real estate. They may be investing in stocks. They may be investing in several other areas, in entertainment industry, in a lot of places that their money is now working for them. Do you get the idea of why we are talking about your money working for you now? So that is the key thing. They are not going there to do anything, but their money is working for them, right? So without further delay, I will go quickly into the business presentation that I wanted to do today, but I'm going to do it a little bit differently, meaning that I want to prepare our mind. I want to give us a quick background about why we talk about business opportunity, right? Why is it important? Why do we talk about business opportunity after asking you to save? You will all know if you don't have money, can we save? No, right? If we don't have that, some of us, a lot of people, a lot of Canadians want to save, right? You may agree with me, but they may not even have enough to save. But it is still important that we save, right, out of the little we have. So that is not debatable. So I will start very quickly today. I want to give us some background about why we talk about opportunities, and then I will go into why Great Way opportunity can be that opportunity that will change your financial destiny. Okay, so let me share my screen and I will get it going as quick as possible. The first thing I wanted to mention again as we go is, can you see my screen? Okay, all right. So is that you are seeing the slide, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Is that we do emphasize that the presentation we have on this show, they are very, very much for educational purpose. And when you hear this information, you digest them, we have the ability to seek professional advice before we take any decision, right? So we are not giving any specific advice on any taxation or investment. Whatever we want to do, we are being encouraged to do our research, as we normally say, and then you should consult the right people that will help us to understand the rationale behind our decision. Okay, so very quickly, I want to emphasize as well that one of the key reasons why we keep going every day, with our financial literacy campaign is that the statistics of Canadians has not changed yet. Okay, so probably when it's changed, then we will have a different mission. But as of today, the statistics of Canadians is showing that there are a lot of Canadians that are facing very, very serious financial challenges, and the one that worries us most is during retirement, right? And that is why we ask us to save. The key word is save, 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 and save, right? So we need that proper financial education, and that is why in our last week and earlier educational session of our previous sessions, we always talk about how we can save in order to strengthen our future and ultimately our retirement. So these statistics remain there, and we'll keep talking about them. All right, but today, I want us all to take, to pay full attention for the next 35 minutes that we will be going through some very, very important financial income concepts, personal financial concepts. Then I expect us to take note and ask any question that we have, okay? So what I want to talk about today, the first thing is that I want to talk about something they call the cash flow quadrant, okay? So the cash flow quadrant is a popular quadrant by one man called Robert, who designed this quadrant to categorize how people make an income. So that ultimately he called it cash flow income. That is, how does money come into your pocket today? Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about this concept. Okay, so whoever is on this show with me today, right, you are in one of these quadrants today. Okay, you might be in multiple possible, but you must be in at least one of them. So according to the 4 types of people of how people make income, we are either an employee or a self-employed or a business owner or an investor. Okay, so let's dive quickly into what each of these means, right? Just to give us a foundation of why we talk about Great Way Financial Opportunity. So if you are an employee today, okay, what you do is you trade your time for money, right? And that income you get is fixed. So it is determined that you will earn $40 per hour or you will earn 80,000 per annum. Okay. And unfortunately, the person paying you, which are typical employers, will determine how much your net worth is, right? They will determine where you live, the type of food you eat, possibly, and even the clothes and your family status. Okay. When you are an employee, you just work as much as you can in order not to lose your job. Okay. you don't want to lose our job. We don't, anybody that is working for an employer, we don't ever want to lose our job because we need it, right? We want to pay our bills. Of course, we want to save. We want to do things naturally. And guess what? The employer pays them just enough not to quit. So nobody is going to work for free, right? Nobody is going to say, oh, I don't want to get paid. Okay. They make less income, but they pay higher taxes. A lot of us that have been in Canada for a while, we all agree to the fact that sometimes when you work very hard for money is good, but the consequence is that the more money you make, the more taxes you pay. Okay, so essentially, when it comes to an individual making an income as an employee, when you take it as side by side compared to a company, right, that you actually you work for, you did be surprised that you are paying more taxes than them. Not on one-to-one ratio, but the fact that if you as a person, you are paying taxes of 30% or 25%, imagine that your company is only paying a corporate tax of 12.5% of their earnings. So do you see that you are even paying more, right? So that is being an employee. Well, is there anything wrong in being an employee? No, not at all. It is great to have the opportunity to work, to make money, to earn money. But is there other things that we should try to do or we should be doing? Absolutely, yes. So let's look at this person, the self-employed. A self-employed is somebody that has a personal business. Like, example, an individual that have a clinic. It may be even a doctor. It may be a pharmacy. They are there. Or somebody that owns a restaurant. Great example. So what happened? A person that has a restaurant trade their time for money because they have to work in that restaurant. Are they making money or good gain? Yes, right? Because they provide services, right? And people go there, people buy things, but what? They are exchanging their time, which may be long hours, typically, for that money that they get. The characteristics of somebody that is self-employed, again, is that they work very, very hard, right? A typical restaurant will want to open as early as possible and close as late as possible, right? So it means that they have to work 2 times harder. Although they can write off taxes, if you understand that, it means that yes, they may be able to write off expenses, right, that they use during the course of their business, their own, their bills, the cost of operation expenses, but they pay a lot of money to buy themselves a job plus one stream of income. So is there anything wrong in being a self-employed? Not at all. But where do you want to be in this quadrant is the question. So let's move to the next one. A business owner. Who is a business owner? A business owner is somebody that leverages other people and time and skills. Okay? They have an idea and a system that, that is in place that run their business, that generate revenue. An example, it's Tim Martin's owner. He's a business owner because he may have a Tim Hortons shop, but he may never go there, right? He may never be there physically, but people can be running that business for him, right? They will be there. Those are now the employees, right? And whether he works or not, is he going to make gain? Absolutely yes. So this business owner, the business buys them time, right? They are not buying time by themselves. The business buys them time to go on vacation while they are still making money, right? The business buys them time to even continue to make generational wealth when they are no more, right? And they live their life as they desire. They can decide to wake up, and they can decide to, travel at leisure. So my question again is, where do you see yourself in this quadrant? Okay, let's look quickly. What does it look like to be an investor? So being an investor is being a master of what we call leverage. What is leverage? Leverage is simply one thing. How is your money working for you? That is what they call leverage. Is your money working for you? You leverage other people's time, talent, ideas, and money. Did you see that money there? Right? If you borrow $5,000 from the bank, and based on some of our illustration during our presentation, when you give bank $10,000, the bank will what? Bank will take your $10,000 and say, thank you. We will give you what? We will give you 2% or 4%. And bank will leverage that money. Did you see the keyword? Leverage that money and get 12%. So bank is a typical investor. They pay money once to earn more forever. Investing in real estate, right? As an investor, it's quite very, very obvious that you are planting a seed that will continue to grow, that will grow fruits even in the future. They have what we call cash flow. Cash flow is when money comes into your account and you don't even know how much is coming. Okay? It could be 5,000, right? It could be tens of thousands. It could be millions of dollars. But if you have money coming into your account today, and you don't need to touch that money at the end of the month, right? And then the next month, another one comes in, right? That is what they call cash flow. So Shark Tank or Dragon's Den, these guys are examples of investors. In order to wrap up this quick exposition, if you are in the house today and you are an employee or you are a self-employed, you are among 95% of Canadians. Just imagine. Look at this right side. Business owners and investors. Look at it. How many percent? Currently, these 5%, based on exposure, based on the evolution, based on technology now, we now have more and more people, okay? More and more people coming to join this 5%. But imagine the gap. So where do you want to see yourself? That is why we talk about opportunity that can make you to earn money, right? That will then give you the leverage to be able to let money work for you. So if I start having extra 3,000 or 5,000 per month today, do you think it can make a difference in my, in my financial life, right? You see the way we are looking at these things. So we need that cash flow. we need an amount that can be separated and kept, okay, for our growth, so that we can also become a business owner or an investor. By the time you have that cash flow that we are talking about, you can decide to go and open a business if you save it enough money. What about if you invest that money as an investor and that money start working for you? Finally, what does having a job versus a business look like? This is simple. This is a simple illustration of revenue that we receive as an employee in the first upper phase. So do you see what happened here? An employee in the first month earned 2,400. And in the 9 months, let's say luckily, the employee increases pay by $50. He's going to jump up, right? And say, hey, praise the Lord. My salary was increased. But look at what happens at the 12th month. Did we see what happens here? He can get fired. There is nothing that is certain in life. That job is not certain. Our health is not certain. However, what does a business owner look? So which one will you choose? So let's look at this. A business owner in the first month may invest 500, but there is no earning, right? Then the next month, he gets $350, right? Look at it. It's a roller coaster, up and down, up and down. But do you see there is potential of this person doing this business? There is potential of him earning 20,000. And that is why we are telling you about opportunity in Great Way Financial that can actually make you to earn $20,000 in a month. Okay, so without any further delay, let me talk quickly about Great Way opportunity as we wrap up today. So I'm going to go through Great Way opportunity. The opportunity that makes you to be in that 5%. Okay, that 5% of people that wants to own their business the way I do today and potentially invest more for the future. So, would you like to increase your income today? Absolutely. If you increase your income, then there will be cash flow. Why earn more? What are your dreams? Spend more time with your loved ones, or you want more family vacations, more days off, pay off your debts, and give more financial help. This may be to your family, to your church, or to your favorite charity. Become an home-based business owner and join a movement called Financial Independent, Retire Early. Determine when you want to retire in Canada. By what? By building passive income. Remember, we talked about the insured retirement plan for both the kids and the adults. And we told you that this plan allows you to pay less for more financial benefit. But will you agree that most people would like to pay less and save more money? The answer is yes. And why? We showed you that in Canada, virtually all the banks have this plan that can make you to build the future. But the bank don't advertise it that much because of it is designed for the rich. They benefit from IRP because of the more financial benefit. But as we have said, there is nobody that has seen it in any law or any legislation in Canada that you cannot buy this retirement plan. And therefore, everyone can buy insured retirement plan. There are a financial advisor that is specialized in insured retirement plan. How many advisors are specialized in insured retirement plan? Not many. Do you see the opportunity? How does a financial advisor get paid? Let's say this is a client today, and this client is contributing $200 per month in order to save for their retirement. And they want to protect their family. And you as a financial advisor, you help this person. This financial advisor is paid by the financial company through their financial marketing budget, not by salary, not per hour, but based on commission. Commission-based financial advising is considered home-based business because of why? You can meet your client online. You can meet your client in the home or in an office. What business are we in? We are in the business of helping people save money. The interesting thing is that the wealthiest people want to save money than any other person. Because, do you know why? Because they realize that if they actually make $1 billion and they actually spend $2 billion because they are rich, then they are in debt. Is this a good business? Absolutely yes. How much can you earn helping people to save money? So let's say we set up this plan for somebody who is saving for their retirement for $200 per month. And we are asked, if we are paid $1,000, would it be a good thing to be paid $1,000 for helping this person set up this plan? As far as I'm concerned, yes, $1,000 is a lot of money to get just by talking to somebody and helping them to save. But guess what? It is not $1,000. This plan will pay you a commission of $3,000. Can this income help you and your family live a better life? Well, how long will it take you to earn $3,000 in Canada? If you are earning $15 per hour, it's going to take you 200 hours. If you are working 30 hours, $30 per hour, that is 100 hours in order to make 3,000. But look at it here. When you help people to save money, you will see where it says explain insured retirement plan and contract. This is when you have applied and the plan is approved. You go to the client, you show them their benefits, you show them their critical illness, you show them their lump sum, and you explain to them the companies which they have their investment and the legacy of those companies. This will earn you an income of $3,000. So that is how much? That is $500 per hour. So how much can you earn? Let's say that you have a client that are contributing $200 per month into their insured retirement plan. If you get one client per month, it is $3,000. In a year, that is $36,000 added to your current income on part-time basis. If you are having 2 clients, if you help 2 clients per month to save for their retirement, 24 clients in a year is equal to $72,000 part-time income. Is this a good income for helping people to save money? Absolutely yes. How can you become a financial advisor? We have to study an exam. How long do you want to study? In our company, you just need a 4 days in-class session in order to pass this exam. And the exam is called Harmonized Life License Qualification Program by the Financial Career Institute. What can you learn? We will learn different financial strategies. We will learn about investments and retirement planning. We learn about the basic taxation rules, right? The rule of taxation in Canada is in the books. You can learn a little bit more. It will make a lot of difference in your financial decision. Estate planning, different uses of life insurance, accident and sickness insurance, professional ethics. You are basically having a pathway to a financial career without a degree. So there is full training and mentoring that is provided. How does this work? You start with a field training program. You set up presentation and share with people on how they can save for their future within 30 days. You have 3 other people who are like-minded who want to join you in this campaign. You can pass your provincial exam within 90 days, and once the license is issued, you will receive 5,000 licensing bonus. Even if you pass after 90 days, you will receive $4,000. So how much do we think it costs to start this home-based business on a part-time basis? Something that can earn you $36 per month, you know, or $72 per month, $72,000 per annum if you can help 2 people save in a month, right? If it is very affordable, will you consider it? Well, it is actually very, very affordable, because if we want to open a Tim Hortons, if anyone wants to open a Tim Hortons franchise today, or a McDonald's franchise, right? You will be needing millions of dollars, right? However, in order to start this home-based business, we just need about 299 Canadian dollars in order to register. So thank you very much for listening, and we appreciate your time as usual. We thank you for, again, Tex, over to you. If you have any question, yeah.
You have to turn off your share.
Okay. All right. If you have any question, please feel free to reach out to us, and we will be more than happy to sit down with you one-on-one and talk more about this opportunity we are talking about, right? It's really, really great. It's really, really helpful. Think about it. Where do you see yourself in the quadrant? That is why we are talking about these opportunities, right?
Well, when we use the word, if you're going to buy a franchise, like at Tim Horton, one will think, who? So that mean that I'm looking at $8,000 to start the business.
Not at all.
So don't say it now. Wait until they call you.
Okay.
Because I was thinking, okay, so about you need a good $8,000 to start a business. Hey, in Canada, it's going to be really hard. But guess what, guys? There is a shock. Okay, so I say 8,000, but when he says no, not at all, there is hope for us who don't have funds. So you're not alone. There is hope. There is hope. We all start when we all came here. We just spend, buy this, buy house, buy car, buy. And we didn't know anything about credit. So we figure, oh, I don't want to be in this debt problem. Who wants to be in that? And we all shop. We all spend a lot of money. In those days, you come here young, so you have it, right?
Right.
And plus have your papa back home. So you just one phone call and you get everything you want. But when he passed now, situation changes. So we end up
absolutely,
and that's what most people do. If you come here as a young girl, it's not that bad. But when you come as an adult, full-grown adult and married and have children, and you come and you do the same thing, you spend, you'll reach into that bind of you using one to pay one until you get out of the loop. Absolutely. So there is hope, guys, because I just find out if you want to start a business, especially this successful business, you don't have to pay 8,000. I don't know the price. If you want to know, call me and I'll put you on to him. You ask him all the nitty-gritty questions. Thank you for coming on today. Thank you for your the opportunity of sitting on this forum, Gemfm, with Gateway Finances.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, bye. God bless you. Okay.